10 years later, eh?
Oh, man.
Or 15 if you want to go back to
It's going
Franklin
too
days.
fast.
Crazy,
It's
man.
going crazy.
Welcome back to fksalad. I'm here with the OG legend,
Jeez.
Hassan Berry.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Welcome, man. It's so good to see you.
It's been a
Honestly, it's been a while.
while,
Do
man.
you remember last time you were in this car?
Man, we were going up to Tyler's
There
cottage.
you
Tyler
go.
Johnston.
Well done.
That was
Okay.
a great time.
We
man.
had like, I feel like even on that road, even on like that 3-hour drive, we probably had some like crazy discussions or something.
We had some deep conversations,
remember that.
man. We had some really deep
That was
conversations.
probably like almost 4 years ago now.
Yeah, and that ride went so quick because we were just
Yeah, we're on
right
it.
into that conversation. It was sweet.
So that's why I'm like, okay, I know that we can hold good conversation.
Hey.
Maybe we won't go that deep today,
Yeah.
but at least I thought I'd bring you on and be a good excuse to catch up. This is a talk show where we catch up with old friends, bring people on, and I'm encouraging people to get your friends out of the DMs and into your car. As creepy as that sounds, that's what we're going for here. So thanks for coming out. And yeah, I guess we really started like we were close in like high school or like Franklin.
Yeah,
Grade school, bro.
since Franklin, man. Those good old days. And then Sunnyside. No, you went to Stanley
I
Park.
went to a different middle school.
Went to-
Reconnected in high school.
We still beat them in all the sports in Sunnyside, let me tell you.
Back in those good old days.
Yeah, and then I remember I saw you again in grade 9 business class.
Yeah.
With what was his
Mr.
name?
Singh.
Mr. Singh, man. That guy was a legend. Sydney
Yeah.
Stewart, all the other boys were in there too. That was a fun class.
Good class. And then obviously throughout high school, even though you were in like football and stuff, see you around.
Yeah.
And then even university, I think like I was down in Hamilton a few times or maybe
You were
once
here
or
for
twice.
you were here for St. Patty's Day, I think, and
Yeah.
all homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now then?
Man, I'm just in school.
Studying what?
Finishing up my degree, political science. Just training, getting ready for football season, and yeah, pretty much doing that.
Tell me about football season. What are you doing right now?
So just training, getting ready, trying different positions, different crafts, trying to perfect the things that I already do pretty well, and adding different things to my repertoire. So yeah, that, and also trying to do some community stuff, reaching out to people, helping out. Yeah, so generally that's
When's the season start?
May 17th is training camp, and then we got I think we start the season in 2 weeks after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's training camp's just like you could get like cut?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
yeah,
training
so
camp?
yeah, everyone that signs they bring into camp, and then they start filtering out guys. You just go. You have 2 scrimmages or preseason games. How it depends on how well you do in those, and they can either take you on the roster or they can put you on PR, which is practice roster, and then some guys just come up and down from that
Right.
list. Or you can be sent home. Last year, unfortunately, I got hurt. My
Okay.
tricep. I tore my tricep, but about 9 weeks after, they called me back, and I went back in the season and played.
Okay.
So after I healed up and everything, but
Are you like where? Are you pretty much like? Did you see yourself where you are right now? Like 10 years ago in high school, like playing football.
not really. Like I seen that I'm gonna be part of football. I'm gonna be doing things in football, but I honestly just did it day by day. It was something I just had so much passion for. I loved it so much that it was gonna lead me somewhere for sure. I just didn't know, and it was always I had my goals. So I had my goals to earn my scholarship and come to university and play. And then from when I got here, I wanted to start. And once I started, I wanted to be the all-star, and I wanted to be the best guy on the field. And after that, I just had more and more opportunities and went through the draft and all that. So yeah,
Love it, man.
Yeah,
It's
sweet.
really like definitely motivating to see that like I don't know if I would say like high school friends, but I would just say like KW people.
Yeah,
Just like doing them, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
no looking back. I mean, it's nice to look back sometimes,
yeah.
And the memories, but just like going for it and like.
And honestly, bro, that's why I appreciate it so much, man. Like, I love seeing people doing the things that they love to do. Like, I've been around people that I try to be around people that do that. So like, I've grown up again. We've seen guys. We actually went to the same school as a guy that's in the professional NBA. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Like and he was my backdoor neighbor, and I love just being around that kind of people and that kind of environment, because it really rubs off on you on trying to be the best. You know what I mean? And trying to do your best and have the best potential later on. But yeah, that's what I admire of you too. You've always been on the camera. You've always we've done some school projects together on the camera.
Gosh,
so
we're gonna get into this right
we
away.
we had the indoor soccer with the camera.
Oh my goodness!
11,000 views. Don't forget that.
Okay, I could probably dig up that clip and let me run that one right now.
Yeah.
That was a good clip.
Yeah.
What else? Should we play one more clip just while we're on the topic of school?
Well, we gotta hit them with what was it called? The geography.
The rock cycle rap.
The rock cycle rap.
I don't know if I can find the visual, but I can play. I won't. Okay, I'm not gonna cut again. But I'll play it over this right now.
Yeah.
I can probably sing it over. I probably still know it. Well,
you think you remember it?
Oh, definitely.
All I remember is this part. Sedimentary.
It was just playing in the background there, probably.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Buddy.
That was when Jersey Shore was going off.
Oh man, good memories.
What can you say to someone that's just always showing what they're passionate about, and it's always around them? You know.
Yeah.
I had football always around me. I had sports in general. I played every sport that I could play. You were always playing sports. You were always doing your thing on the camera. So it's that kind of person. You can clearly. Why would you bring someone like that down? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have any goals for like football, like this upcoming year?
Yeah, man. I want to start. I want to play.
Yeah.
I want to be on the field as much as I can. I want to dominate. I want to do everything possible to really put a name out for myself out in the CFL.
Heck yeah, man. Well, this is the podcast where we say things and manifest them. So I know that this year, you said it now, man. So good things are coming your way. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to like do that, like manifest and like say what you want, because
for sure.
Like if you're not saying it, then like there's nothing to kind of like reach for.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you definitely have that kind of drive to like go for it.
Yeah.
And now, especially this year, like touch wood, no like injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll get to where you want to be.
100%. And that's a very important thing to do, is know where you want to go, but also embrace the different paths that you didn't plan for yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something that pops up, an obstacle, no route should be a straight path. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
No path. So you should always be willing to go around the obstacle and taking and embracing in that obstacle that's been thrown at you as something to grow from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you had any other obstacles you've had to like overcome lately that you'd want to like touch on? Was it just that was probably a big one, that injury?
The injury was pretty big. Just balancing everything, to be honest, Vince. Like just having so many things that I feel responsible for and that I need to get done was a big one for me. But again, I embrace it. You know what I mean? Man. And it makes me who I am. And
for sure. It's hey, that's the way to do it. It's nice to see like that you're still even balancing like school. That's pretty crazy. What do you so what you're studying political science? You say like, you know, football goes well. What do you see with political science at all, or are you just doing that just to like be done in a degree, or do you see any sort of like?
No, I have a lot of interest in the political dynamics of the world, and I want to be part of it. Whether it has something to do with sports could be also an option, or it could be something that I love helping people, and that's my ultimate goal, is finding a way to help people grow and do what they want to do, and actually have the opportunities that I got to have. You know what I mean? So, you tell me 20 years from now or 18 years from now, I was sitting in the middle of the mountains. You know what I mean? And not knowing that I'm going to be living in a place where I'm going to know a whole nother language. Yeah. I'm going to be playing a sport professionally, and I'm gonna know all these people that I've met throughout my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a kid just hanging out in Lebanon.
Yeah,
and
tell me about those mountains. Do you remember those mountains? Like, do you remember your childhood?
Yeah.
What kind of memories?
I remember every nook and cranny of every street. It was just I love Lebanon. It's such a beautiful place. I wasn't born there. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq. Don't remember a lot from there, but when we moved to Lebanon, I remember every little detail, and it was just because like it's a place that I feel like I still belong. You know what I mean? It was amazing. It was hard for the parents for sure.
For sure.
But for me, it was a beautiful place to spend my childhood. Went to school. I worked in the mountains with my dad. He had his own carpentry shop, so that's just an image stuck in my head.
Yeah,
just, you know what I
crazy.
mean, looking down at the valley and just working and having tea in the morning, and it's just like a fulfilled feeling. But when I was there, coming here, it didn't hit me until like 2 weeks after, and I was like, wow, am I never gonna go back? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're old enough to kind of remember.
Yeah.
I feel like you must have been like 10.
I came when I was 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah, I was in grade 2 to 3. It was a 2 and 3, and when we came to Canada, didn't know English. All I knew was yes and no, and I would guess when to say which one, which got me in trouble actually a lot.
Fair. I'm trying to remember. Like, it's such a weird, like, memories are such a weird concept to really think about, because I want to say I remember you coming to like Franklin in like grade school,
Right.
but it's like maybe that's just like a thought, right? Maybe like
Right.
I actually don't remember. Maybe
That's the thing about Franklin. There was just always someone new coming in. I don't know if you ever remember that, but
Of
like
course.
we always had someone coming in from a different school, from a different part of the world. And
man.
that's really cool in my opinion. Like, I love that part. But I remember exactly the day I came and everyone was lined up in the schoolyard and just like jump in line. I was like, all right.
Fair, that'd be a pretty big one.
Found Jack, Murtada, and Trey. I remember those 3, and I was like, all right. I realized that idea that we're from such diverse backgrounds actually doesn't push us further apart, but it actually brings us more closer together. And the diversity aspect of it. So where all these things that I wouldn't have the opportunity to reach out to, I have all these people, I have all these places that I can go and seek help, or if I need any kind of assistance. So that's just something that's really important to me.
Is there like a potential like career path down that way for you potentially then? You love helping others.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I want to go and find a way to just show kids that are younger than me, and even it could also touch base with adults' lifestyles, and I want to just have that message resonate with them and tell them that you can find as much help as you can and reach out to people, even though they might not like talk to people, speak to people. You know what I mean? If you're in an Uber, speak to your Uber driver.
Man,
you
do that
all the time.
Like
I do that every time, because I speak to as many people as I can, just because I need to take in as much. For me, like, I need to understand that I have a connection with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So just that part of like seeking that and having that diversity of information in the people can really help you in your future.
You pulled up to a music video shoot of mine too about a year ago.
Oh yeah.
You pulled up like, I think we'd already finished shooting. No,
I was still in there. I was somewhere in the back of it.
No, really?
Yeah, I was someone in the back of it. I saw it.
I was like, yo, Hassan, like, get to the back. You're too big or something.
No, I was just chilling with it was Jensen and I wonder who.
Right.
I think it was maybe Austin. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I do remember that.
I didn't have that big of a role, but still, like,
it was definitely in it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? When was the last time you saw Emily Burton?
Oh, Emily's a very, very close friend of mine.
Yes,
so
she's coming on next.
I seen her last time I saw her was on New Year's, I believe, but I've spoke to her on the phone yesterday. So it's
amazing.
So I'm always connected to Emily. Great person, great human. Love the spirit in her and just who she is and the virtues and integrity she has what she believes in is huge. So
it's too bad actually that we couldn't enjoy some food today.
Yeah, no,
so full today.
No, I feel you. That's exactly.
And I'm sorry to everyone tuning in just for the food.
Hopefully, at one point, I'll take Vince and I'll show him what's up in Hamilton, types of food, and
Honestly,
we'll see what's
man,
up.
I could mount a nice falafel plate always.
Oh, buddy, I can make you a nice falafel.
I might
plate.
actually have to take you up on that. I do. That's actually funny because even with Emily, when she comes on, we're definitely gonna dive into the idea and conversation about waste and one-time consumption.
Yes.
So I don't know if we're gonna. Maybe we'll try and actually like take out bring in our own containers to go to a takeout spot or something.
She's gonna have her fork and spoon with her anyways, and don't.
Well, I have mine. So.
And make sure you tell no straw, because like,
of course,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know that. Well, no straws no matter what. So
exactly,
yeah,
buddy.
Emily's coming up next, and yeah, happy. I don't know what day this is. This is probably one of the last days in March. So have a nice day, and Hassan, my man, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me,
Let's
bro.
get out of here.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming with you.
Bye, everybody.